Ever feel like success is this massive, impossible mountain to climb? What if I told you that the path to achievement is paved with small, easy steps? Welcome, viewers. Today, we're unraveling a counterintuitive truth, building success through easy actions. This isn't about quick fixes or magic bullets. It's about leveraging the power of simplicity to create lasting change. First, let's tackle the elephant in the room. Why easy? In a world that glorifies hustle culture and extreme productivity, the idea of easy might seem counterproductive. But here's the kicker: our brains are wired to conserve energy. When faced with daunting tasks, we often freeze or procrastinate. Easy actions bypass this resistance, allowing us to build momentum without triggering our fight-or-flight response. Consider the concept of activation energy in chemistry. It's the minimum energy required for a chemical reaction to occur. In human behavior, it's the threshold we need to cross to start a task. By lowering this threshold through easy actions, we significantly increase our chances of initiating and maintaining productive behaviors. But don't mistake easy for insignificant. These actions are the building blocks of habits, which, in turn, shape our lives. As James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, puts it, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Easy actions help us build robust systems. Let's delve into some concrete strategies. 1. The 2-minute rule. This rule, popularized by productivity expert David Allen, states that if a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Why is this powerful? It eliminates the cognitive load of remembering small tasks and prevents the accumulation of open loops in our minds. But there's a hidden depth to this rule. It's not just about completing quick tasks. It's about lowering the barrier to entry for larger projects. Want to write a book? Start with 2 minutes of writing daily. This technique involves linking a new habit to an existing one. For instance, if you want to start meditating, you might decide to do it right after brushing your teeth in the morning. This leverages the neural pathways of existing habits, making it easier for new behaviors to stick. But here's an insight often overlooked. The power of habit stacking lies in its ability to create behavioral momentum. In psychology, this refers to the tendency for behavior to persist once it's initiated. By linking habits, we're not just creating a reminder. We're tapping into the flow state that comes from chaining actions together. 3. Environment design. Our surroundings significantly influence our behavior. Want to eat healthier? Keep fruits visible and junk food out of sight. This principle extends beyond physical spaces to digital environments. Unsubscribe from irrelevant emails, organize your desktop, set up autocorrect for commonly misspelled words. The deeper implication here is that we're offloading willpower onto our environment. Decision fatigue is real, and every choice we make depletes our mental energy. By designing our environment to support our goals, we're essentially automating good decisions. 4. The 1% rule. Aim for 1% improvement daily. This might seem insignificant, but compound interest applies to personal growth too. A 1% daily improvement leads to a 37x increase over a year. Here's where it gets interesting. This rule isn't just about incremental progress. It's about reframing our perception of growth. Often, we fail to notice small improvements, leading to discouragement. By consciously acknowledging these tiny wins, we're training our brains to recognize progress, fueling motivation and persistence. 5. Temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you want to do. For example, only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. This creates a neurological reward for tasks we might otherwise avoid. But let's go deeper. This technique taps into the dopamine system in our brains. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure, it's about anticipation. By creating a link between a want and a should, we're essentially hacking our brain's reward system, making the should more appealing. 6. The Seinfeld Strategy. Named after comedian Jerry Seinfeld, this involves marking the calendar for each day you complete a desired task. The goal is to create a chain and then not break the chain. The psychology behind this is fascinating. It leverages what behaviorists call intermittent reinforcement. The visual representation of progress becomes a reward in itself, and the fear of breaking the chain becomes a powerful motivator. It's the same principle that makes social media so addictive, but harnessed for productive purposes. 7. Micro-commitments. Start with ridiculously small commitments. Want to run a marathon? Begin with a commitment to put on your running shoes every day. This bypasses the brain's threat detection system, which often perceives big goals as threats. This technique is rooted in the concept of self-efficacy, our belief in our ability to succeed in specific situations. By consistently meeting these tiny commitments, we're building a track record of success, boosting our self-efficacy and making larger goals seem more achievable. 8. The 5-minute flow technique. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often, you'll find yourself continuing beyond this time. This works because starting is usually the hardest part. Once we're in motion, Newton's first law of motion applies to human behavior too. Objects or people in motion tend to stay in motion. But there's more to it. This technique also utilizes the Zeigarnik effect, our tendency to remember and completed tasks better than completed ones. By starting a task and not finishing it within the 5 minutes, we create a psychological need for closure that can drive us to return to the task later. 9. Friction logging. For a week, note down every instance of friction in your daily routine, those small annoyances or obstacles that slow you down. Then, systematically eliminate or reduce these friction points. This could be as simple as placing your keys in the same spot every day or setting up autopay for bills. This practice goes beyond mere convenience. It's about cognitive bandwidth. Every bit of friction in our lives takes up mental space. By eliminating these friction points, we're freeing up cognitive resources for more important tasks and decisions. 10. The 2-day rule. Never skip the habit you're trying to build for 2 days in a row. This allows for flexibility because life happens while preventing a temporary lapse from becoming a permanent one. This rule is particularly effective because it aligns with how habits are formed neurologically. Synaptic connections in our brains are strengthened through repetition, but they don't disappear immediately when we miss a day. The 2-day rule ensures we're consistently reinforcing these neural pathways. Now, let's address a common misconception, the idea that easy equals lazy. In reality, consistently doing easy things often requires more discipline than sporadic bursts of intense effort. It's about playing the long game, understanding that success is more often the result of compounded small efforts rather than dramatic, unsustainable pushes. Moreover, starting with easy actions doesn't mean staying there. As we build momentum and confidence, we naturally progress to more challenging tasks. It's like strength training. You don't start with heavy weights. You build up to them. Remember, the goal isn't to make your entire life easy. It's to make starting easy. Once you're in motion, you can tackle bigger challenges. This approach also builds resilience. By consistently showing up and doing something, even if it's small, you're developing the mental toughness to persist when things get hard. In conclusion, building success through easy actions isn't about cutting corners or avoiding hard work. It's about understanding human psychology and working with our natural tendencies rather than against them. It's about creating systems that make success almost inevitable. So, start small, be consistent, trust the process. Remember, every big success is just a series of small, easy actions compounded over time. Your future self will thank you for the easy steps you take today. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Make it an easy one. In conclusion, building success through easy actions isn't about cutting corners or avoiding hard work. It's about understanding human psychology and working with our natural tendencies rather than against them. It's about creating systems that make success almost inevitable. So, start small, be consistent, trust the process. Remember, every big success is just a series of small, easy actions compounded over time. Your future self will thank you for the easy steps you take today. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Make it an easy one.